I got a rebuke when I was at church today. You know, it was a good rebuke. I will say this, okay? Because you guys know, I be working and stuff like that. You know, sometimes you don't go to church. I be watching on TV or watching on, online. But it's something about it. Plus, I go to I don't want to call it a white people church, but you know what I mean. It's predominantly white. So it's nice. It's more so like CCM and, he's the God of the church. I mean, it's beautiful. It's actually beautiful. Different expressions of worship. I'm not making fun of nobody. It's beautiful, okay? Because I got a little white people in my lineage, so I'm not coming against that. But it's something about when you go to an old school church that, like, you know what I'm saying, I used to like that I grew up in. Okay, if you guys don't know, I grew up heavily in the church. Heavily. Like, my grandmother used to have me going to see T.D. Jakes, what they called him Thomas Dexter. And he used to be at Greater Grace in Detroit, and we used to have to wait outside, and the lamb be wrapped all the way around the building. That's how long. Where we used to go buy the cassette tapes after the service, okay? That's how I used to be in church so long, where you would have your morning service, you'll go down in the basement and eat. Okay, the mother's been to cook a big old pot of spaghetti, some chicken and some salad, and you have you some dinner rolls. You got to go back up for the afternoon. I used to be in church so long that my mother was the nurse of the church. Okay, I used to be in church so long when I would go to prayer breakfasts. We had such a small church where they would not turn on the heat. So I would have my whole little get up on everything, whole snowsuit on. And sometimes I used to be tired, and the mothers be clapping, walking around the church, and I used to have to lay on the pew, and I used to sleep on the pew because I used to get tired. When I got older, I had to walk around the church. That's how long, you understand. So I never fought for a position as I got older to be. I'm a minister, and I never did that. I did go to seminary for a little bit. I had my pastor at the time, Pastor David Johnson. He did write me a recommendation letter to go. I went for a little bit, but then I was told by someone there that I didn't need to be there. That's what he told me. He said, I don't think this is the right place for you. I think that God is going to have you to serve. And I was like, because I really like the scripture. So he was right. I ended up going back into the church that I was going to, and I ended up being on First Impressions. That's the usher board, okay? So when I went to church today, saw this beautiful little girl, pudgy little cheeks, looked similar to me, little slanted eyes, little cute little thing. And she was an usher. She was so nice and so gracious. And I said, that is what I really like to do. I really like to be an usher. I used to like, you sit down, you need a fan, you want some tissue. So basically, I was told that my gift was helps. That's what I was told. So I know a lot of people say that I say my gift is something else. That's not the truth. So anyways, I'm helps. I like to, you want some mints, need a little water. You need help going to the bathroom if you're elderly like that. But today I got a rebuke today, and it was a really, really good rebuke, and I'm very thankful for it. It's basically just making sure that I stay on the right path with God, and that I just put a lot of things in. I don't want to go astray, and then also curb some of the habits. Overeating, gluttony is not good. Smoking cigarettes is not good. So it's like when you get a rebuke and it's done with love, I fully receive it. I fully receive that little, that rod tap, and I'm happy for it. So be happy when you be corrected. His correction is love. And I feel love today. Peace.